like the video and subscribe, and you will have amazing luck for the rest of the week. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 things most humans can't do. Make sure you watch the video until the end to see some of the rarest things that only 1% of people can do. Also, at the end of the video, let me know if any of you guys can do any of the things in this video. I'm super interested to find out.
The paralyzed finger trick. Isn't it funny how much our hands differ? Unless you're ambidextrous and can write with both hands, chances are you'll be able to do everything with one and almost nothing with another. Try it. Unless you're extra special, we bet your handwriting is pretty terrible with your weaker hand. It's one thing we've grown accustomed to, which is why we usually always rely on one hand to pick things up for us, to write down important notes, or to eat with. But did you know that even your strong hand has some limitations? You might not know this, but the tendons in your ring finger and middle finger are actually connected. This might not mean much to you until you try out the paralyzed finger trick. Bend your middle finger and keep the others straight and put them on a flat surface. Try and lift each of your fingers individually, and you'll notice that you struggle to lift your ring finger at all. The reason for this is because each of your fingers has an individual tendon, except for those middle two. This isn't to say that everyone suffers from the paralyzed finger trick. There are a few people out there with especially muscled hands who can just about lift it without reshuffling their fingers. But it's a constant source of frustration for the rest of us.
Raise one eyebrow. In order to get a point across to another person, most people use facial expressions. Some people use their fists, but most people use facial expressions. In fact, please use your facial expressions. These facial expressions range from smiling to simply raising one's eyebrows. Although this may sound simple, most people can't raise one eyebrow by itself. Now you may be thinking to yourself, yes I can, but as some of you may be trying now, you can't. People call the raising of the one eyebrow the eyebrow cock. The raising of one eyebrow is the universal symbol of skepticism. It's like some saying, oh really? Although you're watching this video right now, you're still trying to raise your one eyebrow, aren't you? There is a way to learn how to raise one brow. You simply start by keeping one eyebrow down with one hand and holding one up with the other. Keep practicing this in the mirror so you can detect the correct muzzle movement to obtain one eyebrow up.
Try getting your tongue to touch the tip of your nose. Yeah, this might sound easy, but it's actually extremely hard and rare to do. Most of us can't do this because our tongues just aren't long enough and flexible enough. But those who can do it have this super rare talent. So start off by standing up tall and confident. Now stick out your tongue and try pulling your tongue backwards. It will start to curl inwards, but it's not as easy as it looks. But hey, maybe I'm just the 1% that can lick my nose. Let me know in the comments if you got as far as touching your nose or licking your nose. I'm interested to know what you guys have to say.
Licking your elbow. In the grand scheme of life, this isn't something that's going to cause you many issues long term. Unless, of course, you're someone who spills things a lot. If this is you, then maybe accidentally leaning on your spillages and having to wipe your elbow is a constant source of pain. But luckily, it doesn't happen to many of us. However, if you're in that small percentage of people, then you might be aware of how difficult it is to lick your elbow. Some might even say it's impossible. They're not wrong, but they're not far off the truth. For most of us, licking your own elbow is nothing but a far-off dream. The reason why we struggle to do this is simply because of how our bodies are shaped and our limitations when it comes to contorting our bodies. Obviously, your elbow and your tongue are on opposite sides of your body, which doesn't help matters when you realize you've just dipped half your arm in spilled ketchup. But while the majority of us are reaching for a serviette, there are a few magical people out there who can lick their elbows. These are the people who are either incredibly bendy or have longer or shorter arms, allowing them to twist in many ways that most of us cannot. Either that, or they've just got weirdly long tongues.
Putting your foot behind your head. Finally and lastly on our list of weird things the human body can do is the ability to place your feet behind your head. In order to put your foot behind your head, it requires extreme flexibility. Simply placing both legs behind one's head may come and sound easy to some gymnasts or to Sheen Estevez from Jimmy Neutron, but to an average Joe, this task would be completely impossible. Even if you were to practice and stretch every single day, this does not guarantee that you will be able to do this because it really all depends on the body type. Well, that is our video for today. Can you do any of these weird and wonky things? Do you have any suggestions that didn't make the list? Well, make sure to let us know in the comments down below, and like and subscribe for more great content if you enjoyed the video. Press the bell icon to stay updated with all future videos, and thanks again for watching.